Good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day, Wednesday. I hope you're having a good week. I am looking outside and it is just pouring down rain and it's cold and yucky. So what better thing to do than just to jump on here and do a quick wreath. I've been doing some grapevine wreaths, and I've been doing some burlap wreaths. So today I just wanted to show you how to do just a bubble wreath. So what you're going to do is you're going to have, I picked out several ribbons. Let me show you what I've got so far. I'm going to put you down here. Okay. So now I've got several ribbons, black and white, which I've had some requests for. So just different shapes, sizes, different patterns and everything. And then I have a wreath form, and this wreath form is tan. And they have green ones, but these are kind of rare to find. And when you find them, I usually grab them. So I'm using that, and I'm also using this decorative mesh. It's kind of got the burlap brown color with the cream. So I'm not for sure where we're going with it today, but I wanted to do that. And I've already put, I got some of this color pipe cleaners, and I put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In each section I put 6. So you can do that. I cut them in half, all but one on each one, which is I'm going to put ribbon on. And what I've done, this is the bubble method, okay? This is the method that I learned how to make wreaths a long time ago, and not too many people use it anymore, but it is just something that you can do. I put on this blouse, you guys, and I've got lace on it, and this mesh is catching on the lace. So what you do, and I've already done one section, you can see you can squish it, and you can add more if you want to make it fuller, but I put 6, and so you're just going to grab it like this right here. Make sure it's all just about even with the last one, okay, and then just wrap it around. It's a little big, so just adjust it and lay it over and wrap it around the pipe cleaner. This pipe cleaner is a little small. That's okay. I've been really busy. I wanted to go out and paint this morning, so I've had some requests for some snowmen, and I have to paint white for that. And when I went out, it was just crazy wet, so I didn't get to paint this morning. So I thought, well, I'll just jump on and do this, and we'll see where this one goes, because I don't have a plan. As usual, I don't have a plan. I just wanted to show you this method, okay? So straighten them out, squish them up, and it's starting to fill in. Now this one I left long on purpose, this pipe cleaner, so I could add ribbon later. So I'm going to pull it out so I can find it, okay? And just roll it up in your hand into a little ball. And I put, I alternate. So I was on the inside here. Now I'm going to go on the outside with this pipe cleaner. Okay, I did cut these in half. Maybe I probably could have waited and done them later after I got these, but just make sure you get it real tight, and then pull it out, fluff it out, fluff this one out, squish it in. Squish it in. You can see kind of how it's going. So I'm just going to work my way around. And I don't have but one roll of this Deco mesh, so I'm hoping that this one row will do the whole thing. If not, I may have to add some burlap, but that's okay. That's what we do. We just make it as we go. I watch a lot of other people, you know, too, but I don't, like I said, I don't plan mine out, and, you know, sometimes it's just a guess and go. Make it look good, and it's just working with what you've got. There's the long one. Okay, we've got one more. I've got 6 in each section, and you can make as thick as you want. If you want to make it thicker, you might want to put 8. But by the time we get ribbon in, we get flowers in, it's probably going to be okay. Okay, fluff it out, pull it out. Pull it out as you go. You can pull it out after you get through, but it's just easier to pull them out if they're rolled in. Stick your finger in and pull them out. That way you get the true. Okay, and then same thing. My shirt's going to drive me crazy. Okay, do this. Gather it up. Lay it over. And get it as tight as you can get it. And then open it up. Push it in. Okay. That was that one. No, I've started a new section now. So that was the first one of the new section. So I'm going to go, I was down here, so I've got to make sure I go up here. I was going to try to see how this works, how to watch myself. I watch other people, and I'm like, how do they watch themselves? I don't understand how they do that. But I've got just enough knowledge of digital technology to be dangerous, I guess. So, oh, how about that? Okay, let me turn this down. I can see myself. So I learned something today, y'all. All right. Get it, pull it. Whoops, pulled it undone. Nope, it's okay. All right. That was at the top. Now I'm going to go to the bottom. Open it up as much as you can when you make your bubble. Okay, slide that one over. Grab the pipe cleaner. Twist. And you could cut these off too. If you use the right color, it doesn't really matter. I think you can leave it like that. One thing I do, I showed you this before, but if it starts to ravel, I just take this and I just do it just a little quick, light, you know, butane lighter, so that fuses it together to where it does not ravel. Okay. Let's see, that was at the bottom, so I'm going to go to the top. This one is not. If you notice, I grabbed 2 instead of grabbing 1. I'm grabbing 2 wires. Okay. You can grab just 1 if you want to, but if you do that, you might want to put more than 6 in a section. Okay. Okay, and it's just over and over and over again, but we're going to get this done, I think. Pull it out. This is real easy because you don't have to cut the sections. So if you were going to do a different type of wreath, you would like pull this out and you would cut them like in 10 to, anywhere from 7 to 10 to 16 inches. I've seen it done. This way you're not cutting it every time. You're just wrapping it. Okay, we did at the top. Now here's the bottom one. Here's the long one. Okay. Leave it long. Push it over. Okay. Grab it. And your bubble. Pull it over. Just over and over again. Fluff it. Fluff them. Push. You can see on the back kind of what it looks like. Okay. That's the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was 6 in that section. Okay, that was at the top. So we're going to go to the bottom. I'm in charge of the craft fair here on December the 5th here in Leonard and where I live. And so we're going to have a lot of vendors and a lot of homemade items, a lot of shopping, just a lot of fun, a lot of refreshments, music, food trucks. So if y'all want to get a day out and come shopping, y'all make your way over to Leonard and some teacher gifts or whatever you need that day. So it's going to be fun. This is my second time to do it. Of course, I still, you guys, I know I do a lot of crafts, but I still sell Avon, and I am still a Damsel in Defense representative, which sells items for protection for yourself. So they sell whistles and alarms. They sell bulletproof, not vests, but inserts for a backpack for your kids at school, and they sell stun guns. There's just a lot of things that Damsel in Defense sells. So you want to make it out, or if you want information, just let me know and I can give you the information and the website. So I carry a stun gun with me where I go, especially when I'm going to Walmart. If I'm going by myself, sometimes it's just not safe these days anymore. So it's good to have some protection. Okay, that was at the top. I get to talking and I get confused where I was at. Okay, just round, bubble them out. Okay, push it. And that was at the bottom. We're going to the top. I think I'm going to have just enough. If I don't have enough, I can always fill in the wreath with flowers or ribbon. So, okay. Usually one row like that does it. I'm not sure where I got that from, but it had $5 on there. So, if I got it at the dollar store, it was $5. But if I got it at Hobby Lobby, of course, I always check their sales out to see what they're having on sale on Sunday for the week. And if they're having anything 50% off, that's where I try to go get my ribbon and my mesh from. Sometimes Walmart has it, if you can find it. Okay, that one was down. I'm going up. I want to show you this, what I did. I'm working on a wreath for somebody, and this is that ruffle method that I did last time, and I've got to wait for the flowers for it because I've ordered flowers for a special order for this person that wants a special color. So I do that. Yesterday I went to my to mail 2 wreaths and a snowman and a sign that we made. We make signs also if you have special requests. I went to mail it and I had a little glass snowman with me, and the lady was like, "Oh, that's so cute." She's like, "I want that one." And so I sold her my little glass snowman for $20, and then she ordered 5 more. So I've got to get busy. I've got a lot of orders coming in. So if y'all want to see something made, or you want something special, something that's not Christmas or fall, something that you can keep up year round, you know. This one could be that you could keep it up year round. It does kind of, the cream color does kind of look fallish, but just depends on how you decorate it, whether it turns out fall or not. Okay, we're still just going along. I noticed my quality of my video the last time I made it didn't turn out very good, so I called my company and asked if I could get a higher down speed, and they didn't have any. So I signed up for a different company. So in about the middle of November, I'm going to be changing internet companies, and I will have a lot better down speed and upload speed, which matters a lot when you're doing videos. We're getting to the end. It gets a little harder to work with. That's okay. You just have to work with it. Okay. I think I finished that section. This is the last section. That was down, so we're going to be up this time. Guess you could go all the way around on the up and then come back and do your lower sections, but I just like to get it all done as I'm going around. This is going to be just about exactly enough. I'm going to go ahead and pull it all off. Okay. Usually if it comes from the dollar store, it has staples in the end and it frays really bad. So obviously this one didn't come from the dollar store. It must have come from Walmart. When I'm making something for somebody, you know, I just always kind of take in reference to what I used. Let's kind of keep it to the side. So like this one, I knew it's $5, so I can kind of know how to price things. I try not to price things really expensive because I want people to enjoy what I'm doing and the shipping costs. So I try to keep it all at a minimum. Okay, that's down low, up. It's harder and harder and harder because it's rolled up. But that's okay. That's just how it is when that mesh. Burlap is not quite so bad. That one's down, going up. I think my flowers fell off over there. I'm going to have to pick up my flowers. It's okay. Alright, you can kind of see it. It's kind of curling up, so you got to really work with it there at the end. And I'll go back and fluff it out. Okay, that was, let's see, that one was up. This one's got to be down. Just got to pay attention. Sometimes I get to talking. This is going to be really close, really, really close. And it's really, really hard to work with, but we'll fluff it out as much as we can. All right, one more. Yep, one more up, and one more down. And if you get to this point and you can see that you're pretty tight with what you have left over, don't worry about it, because you can always put flowers here and ribbon here to fill in your holes. And I have one more here. I'm going to roll it out. I think it's going to be, I don't know how that happened, but I think it's going to be just perfect. Okay. Tight. And here's the end of it right here. And I'm just going to tuck it in right now. And you can see how these at the very end looks different because it's so tight. So all you're going to have to do is just fluff them out to make them look like the rest. Fluff it out. Find the end on each one of them. That one's a little big, so I'm just going to pull it in. Actually, I'm going to undo it, and I'm going to pull it, make it even. Okay. When you get to fluffing it out, it's hard to tell. Okay. Here's one that's not fluffed out. Those end pieces are so hard. It's kind of twisted, but that's okay. Just keep working with it. It's really good to work with. It's not like wired edges or anything, but it needs to be right here fluffed. Pull them together as much as you can because they want to come apart. So I'm going to just kind of fluff them out. Especially if you see a hole, just fluff it, kind of pull them in. I'm going to make adjustments, which is what you can do. If one is a little bit bigger, just pull it in. Fluff it out. And I know, like right now, it doesn't look like something that you would want, but once you get all the ribbons on here, you see how fluffy it is. And I don't particularly like how it looks right here, just because this was the very end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my flowers in my bow right here. So these are some of the ribbon that I have to work with. And since it has this in there, my flowers are all falling off. Since this has like a burlap color, I'm going to start with that on the bottom. And I just make bows in my hand. You can use the bow maker if you want to, but I find it better if I've got something like a pipe cleaner, just to kind of see how big you want it. And then once you get it, just there's the tail on it. I think I want a bigger tail, so you can measure it too. Like I've got my and there goes my flowers. I've got it turned over, but it has a measuring ruler on this one. Okay, so this is about right, and that's about the right tail. So I'm going to do this, and you don't have to twist this one because it's the same on both sides. You just have to kind of measure it. and we're going to use multiple ribbons. So I think I'm just going to use one bow on this one. Set it down to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around it just to hold it while I decide which one I want to do next. So you want to do the widest ones first. So black, I really like this right here, so I think I'm going to do this one. This is I don't even know what you would call it. It's part of the Christmas collection, but I really like it because it kind of dresses everything up. Okay, I'm going to make the tail. And the same thing with this one. You don't have to worry about the right side and the wrong side. Pull it together. Measure your tails. I'll dovetail them in a minute. Okay. Undo your pipe cleaner and just lay this one on top. Roll it back up. And try to keep it tight, twist it. Okay. Now, what do I want on this one? I want the black and white checked, the stripe. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the striped. Like I said, this is going to be kind of it could be fall, but it also could be just a generic. And this is about the same size, about the same width. So I'm not going to make the tails as long because I'm building on this right here now. Okay. This does have two different sides, so whenever you do it, so here's the right side, pull it, measure, just make sure you're going to make it just a little bit smaller than the one before, and this one you're going to have to twist over so it'll be on the right side. Okay, that's about right. Just have to kind of gather it in your hand and pull it down. We're going to measure the tails. Okay. And notice I'm kind of making the tails go different ways. That's makes it look better on your wreath to kind of have it all going different ways. Okay. Now we want to put some narrow ribbon on. Okay, so we're not going to use that. So let's see. This, I think we'll go with this. I'm not for sure if this is even wired. I picked this up yesterday. I think I picked it up at Walmart. I didn't go to Hobby Lobby, which I really wanted to. I still might. All right, so this is not wired on the top. And if to do this, when it's not wired, I just make a little, like a shoelace bow. Just a tiny little bow. Twist. Okay. You can build your bows as big as you want by putting more than one loop in each one. But if I hold them in my hand, it gets really, really hard to hold. So just grab them and just twist it. Always twist your bow and not your pipe cleaner, okay? And now you can kind of see you got to fluff it out. So start with the back one. This is your base, is what we started with. It looks a little uneven, so I'm probably going to try to pull it out a little bit. Okay. Pull it in. Pull the other one in, pull the other one out, whichever one you want. All right, fluff it. Let's see, we did this one next. Fluff it. And then we did this one. This one. We'll pull the tail out that way. And then we did the little shoestring bow with this one. Now what I like to do is cover this up. So I'm just going to wrap this around there and just tighten a knot. You're not going to see it, but it covers up the front of it. Like so. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dovetail these, and you're going to kind of just look and see. Well, I did that one the wrong way. You're going to just kind of look and see where they need to go, how long they need to be. Sometimes you can just cut them in an angle. This one, I probably would be better at an angle, but I'm going to dovetail it since I've dovetailed the rest of them. I'm not going to worry about the little ribbons. Okay, so now I have this ready to go on the wreath. I didn't use all the ribbons that I set out, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to find that spot that is where I stopped, where it looked a little bare, and I'm just going to put this on right there. Turn it over and twist it. You can always work with the back of it. This right here needs to be cut off because that was the end of it. And I am going to go ahead and do that so it won't fray. Okay. Now you can see the bow looks even better now since you've got it on the wreath. Make sure all your tails are turned the right way. Get them where you want them. You can just twist it and play with it as much as you want. Okay. Okay, these are the ones that I cut. So, I tied around it. So I'm going to cut that one off. And there's one right here. I'm going to cut it off because we only have 2 of these. Now, at this point, you can see kind of what flowers you want. Do you want to make it fall? Also, if your tail don't go just exactly like you want it, just get some hot glue on it. And you always fluff your ribbon. You fluff your ribbon even after you put it on the door, wherever you're going to get it. Just to make it look like you want it to look. See, it kind of... And if the tails are too long, you can trim them off. So, I'm going to leave mine till I see what I'm going to do with those flowers. Those flowers fell off. I'm going to get them. So these are some that I picked up that's in a bundle. I'm going to set those to the side. I've got these that are $4.99 that came from Hobby Lobby. And it's in, I don't know what that is. It's part of it. It's grabbing. It's coming off. Cut that wire off. Always have your wire cutters. All right, so you can kind of see now. This is how we want to go with it. Okay, so I like that. I'm going to go ahead and get the hot glue. And I've got my little skillet, hot glue skillet going. And I got my hot glue gun going. So I'm going to, well, I was going to dip it in the skillet, but I guess I won't. I guess I'll have to use my glue gun. Get a lot of glue on it, as much glue as you can get. And just run it under there. And remember, you're just still moving your bow around whatever you put in there. Let's get that red off of there from the sticker. Okay. Now, I think I've got some over here that I'd like to use with it. And I think instead of putting the orange on it, which you could, I'm going to put some more greenery on it. You can also put this sign on it. Just set it under here like this right here. That sign's a little big, but you could also take this off. This came from the Dollar Tree. It says "Give Thanks." So if you can also get this sign right here off, you could use it. But let's do the greenery and to pull it apart. I'm going to get my skillet going of hot glue. My skillet, I'm used to my skillet being going, and it messes me up when it's not going. Okay, we're going to get this underneath the bow. And like I said, these tails, you just work with them after you get your flowers in there. And I'm just moving the bow so I can get the greenery in. Still not. Okay. Oh, glob of glue. Don't burn yourself. Man, I have got to learn how to not burn myself. Okay. Just work with it. Can you kind of see where we're going now? Got this green around the bottom. I'm going to pull some out and put it on the top to match it. It's just pulling the stem apart. Just pulling it apart. It's got a long stem. That's okay. We can put it in there like that. More glue. And like I said, for y'all that just joined me, I didn't have a plan. This was all just on the spur of the moment of what I wanted to do. Okay, got to get that red tag off of there. This is a little pick from Hobby Lobby. It says $9.99, and I didn't pay $9.99 for it because I always get everything 40% off or 50% off. Christmas was 50% off, so that's good. Now work with your bow, work around it. Pull your bows out. Okay. Now I left some of these pipe cleaners out. I left them long, and so what I like to do is go back through here and get my ribbons. Find the end of it and just turn it over like so. Cut it. I'm going to use this because it doesn't match what I put in the bow, but it does go with it. It's really pretty. And I'm going to do it the same way. Just gather it up and twist it right there. And then cut it. And those ones that I left long, the pipe cleaners that I left long, you can just go through here and put the ribbon in, fluff it out, pull it under so you don't see it. It's gonna be, you just work with it. If you don't like it, pull it, undo it. So that one's a little big. Okay, so I'm gonna make it smaller. Twist it. It just kind of adds to the wreath and pulls the bows together. Can you see how it's looking? Let's get some hearts down here on the floor. It's really raining here, y'all. Can just hear it. What a good day to be in. A really good day. Okay. Find your long one again. And you don't do this all the way around. Just do it on the opposite side of the bow. And I do this with the Deco mesh wreaths. Take that, once you get it like that, and just twist the twist tie back around it, so pull it underneath. Kind of pulls it down. Twist it. Tuck it in. Okay, see what we have? We have a really pretty fall wreath. You can change this out. You could take this out if you wanted to and use it for different seasons, I guess. I glued it in, but you can clip it in, or you can take your pipe cleaners and pipe cleaner it in. You don't like them in the middle like that? I like mine in the middle. Fluff your bow. Always fluffing your bow. I like that polka dot. I wish that polka dot had been wire, but it wasn't. All right, y'all. Tell me what you think. Kind of hard to see. Oh. Okay, here it is. All right, thank y'all for watching. If anybody wants to make a special order for a wreath and give me special colors or special ribbon or whatever you want, just let me know. And it would help me out if you would share my videos and help my group grow. And I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Snap Expressions by Kayla. I think I changed it to Crafty Kayla because one of my watchers, she's like, you should change your name to Crafty Kayla. And I'm like, I don't know, you know. So I'm going to put something else right there. You just never know. So anyway, my YouTube channel is Snap Expressions by Crafty Kayla. So y'all look me up and be sure and share. And if you have any comments or suggestions or whatever, just let me know. All right. Here you go, guys. Thank you for watching.